Recently I sold my 2007 Aston Martin V8 Vantage, a British exotic sports car, for this. This is a 2017 Volvo XC90, and I never told you guys why I sold the Aston Martin for this Volvo, but it has to do with this paper right here. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Gregson and welcome to Shifting Lanes. If you're a new viewer to this channel, thanks so much for watching, and if you like what you see, I hope you can hit the subscribe button right below me, as well as give this video a thumbs up. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for watching again. You know this car if you watch this channel. This is my new to me 2017 Volvo XC90, which I picked up after selling my 2007 Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Now, I've given you guys two videos on this car, and it's kind of giving you an overview of what the car is, what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to modify it. This is my new daily driver, essentially, and I've been driving this to and from work, and it's just an absolute dream to drive. It's very comfortable. If you want to watch either of those two videos, I will link them in the description below, or you can click the card right above me for the full playlist to the Volvo XC90. But the problem is, I've never given you guys an explanation as to why I sold the Aston for a Volvo, and it has to do with this piece of paper right here. Now, my wife and I have a kid. He is about 16 months old, and well, there's no really other way to say it, but we're expecting our second. So that's part of the that's the reason why I needed to sell. We have the second on the way. This is we're having a second boy, name to be picked, but I thought I would give you guys a little insight into my life, as well as the reasoning behind we buy some of these cars. Now, we've purchased Volvo project cars on this channel before because you guys have responded so well to our Volvo project cars, and you love the content and seeing those cars kind of evolve. Hanson is now finally, because the weather is actually nice, you can see it's a glorious bluebird day here in New Jersey, actually around 50 degrees, so it's quite nice. Hanson went on his first autocross with his X60R in his last video, so I will link that in the card above me or in the description below. Click either one of those and you can see how his first ever runs were on an autocross course with his Project S60R race car. Now, my V70R is still in the works of getting fixed. Chad's C30 is also waiting for parts, so we have a bit of a lag between the last time we did something and now, and we wanted to give you an update on our cars. But for this one, yeah, this is why. So, it's an interesting story about this car because I had an XC60 last year from Volvo that graciously gave it to us to review for a week. And again, I will put that in the card above me or link it in the description below. So check out one of those two places if you want to watch that full video. But we took that on a road trip to Maine. I have family up in Maine. And it was myself, my wife, and my son, who was a lot younger at the time. He was about, you know, I believe between 8 and 10 months. But when you have young kids, you have to bring a lot of stuff with you. You have to bring a pack and play, you have to bring strollers, you have to bring high chairs, you have to bring clothes, you have to bring this, that, and the other thing, on top of everything that you have to bring. So that was a little bit of an eye-opening experience. We crammed that XC60 full to the brim, including stuff sitting next to my son in the back seat in the car seat, which wasn't really an ideal situation. You really shouldn't put stuff next to babies on a seat. It's just not safe. Things could fly around, and if you're in an accident, God forbid, things can go all over the place and hit you or your babies or whatever. So with that in mind, we wanted to upgrade to a larger car. So the XC90 is why. Now, the interesting story is, well, people in Europe and even all over the United States and all over the world, they get by with smaller cars. And the stereotype is, well, US people, they just want big cars and big SUVs and blah, 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 because, you know, they want over excess. Well, to be quite honest, there's a lot with younger kids that you need to bring along, and with having now two in the back seat, there is even less room to put stuff on the floor as well as the seats. So we needed the extra room and space. We also have a dog that we transport all over the place too. So 2 kids and a dog in an XC60 full to the brim is not exactly the safest scenario. So the number one reason why I sold the Aston Martin is because we're having our second child, and it is to have more room. The second reason is because this is arguably the safest car ever made, and I'm going to make another video on why that is, because it deserves its own video, because the safety tech that Volvo employs in all of their cars now really is astonishing. This might be the safest car ever made. So stay tuned for that video coming up on this soon. I'm going to dive into why it is exactly the safest. But I mean, you know, to put your family first, 2 young kids, you know, a wife that you love, and yourself, there really isn't a better car you can buy safety-wise than the XC90. So that's pretty much it. This is just a quick little update video on this car, and as to a lot of you have asked that question as to why exactly I sold a British exotic sports car that really didn't have any mechanical faults whatsoever for a Volvo that really is kind of iffy on reliability. So yes, family first, that's the reason why. But you know what, I miss the Aston every day. I couldn't be happier with this car. Just driving it for the past few weeks, it's been incredible. And yeah, my first update on this car will be coming up in the next few videos in April. I've almost driven 1,000 miles on it, and that will be my first reliability check-in, is to see how it's been, if there's been any kind of faults with it, have I gotten any codes, have I had any weird electronic gremlins. So stay tuned for that, and I will tell you about that. Now, 2 things I want to announce in this video, as I hope you guys are still watching, because, you know, this isn't really an exciting video, it's sort of an update video, but again, we want to give you guys an update as to why things are happening on this channel the way they are. We are going to 2 events in May, well, 3 events in May, that are going to be incredibly exciting for us. The first one is the IPD garage sale. Now, we're in New Jersey, and IPD is located in Portland, Oregon, but Hanson will be attending the IPD garage sale. We're still working out the logistics, but he should be there. So if you're on the West Coast and you own a Volvo and you want to meet one of us, Hanson specifically with his, well, he won't have his S60R, but he will be there to meet you guys and to just be a part of the action, because, you know, we've been going to a couple of meets here on the East Coast, and we wanted to show the Volvo love across the country. So that's the first announcement. So check out for more updates on that. You can follow us on social media at Shifting Lanes on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. We're going to be posting updates about the IPD garage sale coming up, so stay tuned for that. Second thing is Carlisle. I was at Carlisle last year. Chad and I will both be at Carlisle this year. It is on May 18th, I believe, and we're going for the Saturday. So we're going to get a whole bunch of Volvos from the tri-state area. We're going to get a rally point down, and we're going to cruise to Carlisle early Saturday morning, stay the whole day, and then cruise home. So if you're interested, please shoot us an email at contact@shiftinglanes. We will put you on the mailing list just for that event, and we will let you know exactly what's going on with that cruise to the event. Again, we're in northern New Jersey, so it's about a 2 to 2.5 hour drive. It rains every year, so it for sure will rain, of course, as always. But we will let you know exactly when we're doing it, where we're meeting, and everything that happens with that. So yes, we're going back to Carlisle. The V70R will be there, the C30 will be there, and if I can convince my wife, maybe this will be there. So we'll see how it goes, and definitely we'll be there with 2 Volvos. So also, if you're gonna come to that, I can't wait to meet you guys and see you guys again. And yes, we're bringing some really cool swag, so just come out and enjoy. The third and final event is we are going to the Tale of the Dragon event, the 10th anniversary of Conquer the Dragon with the C30 crew. Now, because Chad owns the C30, he is going to that, and he was invited first, but they do make special exceptions for certain cars. They look to keep it to C30s only, but because this is, you know, a Volvo inspired and basically Volvo project YouTube channel, they've also graciously invited me. So thank you to Rich Forsyth, who is the C30 guru in the United States, probably the most knowledgeable C30 person in the country, if not the world. So huge thank you to him and the whole C30 crew for inviting me. I will be attending that. That's from May 21st through 26th, and Chad and I have, I think, about 10 to 15 videos planned just on that trip. So you'll get a Carlisle video, I'm sure you'll get an IPD video or 2 from Hanson, and you'll definitely be getting a ton of content from the C30 crew Conquers the Dragon 10th anniversary edition coming in May, and those videos will be strewn about, I'm sure, throughout the whole summer. So stay tuned for that, and that will pretty much do it for what we're doing in the coming months. The last thing I want to announce is the V70R. Now, I have to do the all-wheel drive fix. I have someone who's going to help me out with that from a local dealer. He's a Volvo Master Tech, and I won't say his name, but he has offered graciously to help me out with that fix. So we will have working all-wheel drive very, very soon in that car, and then it's off to a shop because we're finishing the build in one shot. Because since I sold the Aston Martin, I have a little bit of spare cash on me. So we're going to utilize some of that to finish the VR. The VR will be done by Carlisle mechanically, and I hope to have it dynoed before Carlisle. That would be amazing. But we're going for 400 or more crank horsepower, probably between 350 to 350 to 400 wheel torque, crank torque, and it's going to be an absolute monster. So I'm really excited. We're gonna finish our first build on this channel probably by Carlisle, and you guys will be able to see it. So I'm super stoked about that. I'll make that announcement of who we're gonna be working with very, very soon, and that will be it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you wanna follow us on any social media, as I said, it is at Shifting Lanes. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, go find us there. We do stuff that we put there that's not on YouTube, and we're going to be doing some giveaways very soon. If you want to support our channel, you can look in the description below. You can buy swag, V70R, C30, and S60R hoodies and t-shirts. We also have Team Dadwagon t-shirts and hoodies, and we have Shifting Lanes branded apparel as well, should you choose to support us with really, really cool stuff. And we don't make a ton of money from that, but you know, it's really awesome to see you guys buy the stuff and wear it around. So if you have these t-shirts and hoodies already, please post it up on Instagram and tag us, and we will re-tag it and retweet it and redo whatever. So we want to see you guys wearing it, and we will put it on our story on Instagram. Lastly, we are going to be partnering with 2 companies in April that are going to it's just going to be really cool stuff. So do check out our social media along with YouTube, because we're going to be posting a lot of stuff on there, and we'll have discounts for who we're partnering with on that, well, on those with those companies. So that will pretty much do it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick update video. I'm really loving this car. I hope you guys are too. And next week I will have a V70R update no matter what. Also check out this weekend's video. I'm gonna have a bonus video. I had a Ford Edge not too long ago, and it was pretty cool. So I will have a review for you probably Saturday or Sunday this week, and check that out. That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. See ya.